Praise be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the elder and apostle of Great Mission, peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim who are pushing this truth to the four winds of the heaven. It is your brother Yeshaya coming again with you with this precept to edify the sheep and to feed the lamb. And my today's lesson will be centered around a new created beast, a new created beasts, man. And what Esau show you in this science fiction movie about the sea monsters and the beasts who live deep down in the mountain, in this different mountain, are really, man. As a matter of fact, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, his nickname is a demon like power, man. So Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai created this beast unknown, wild beast, and he hid them. He hid them deep down in the sea, and he hid them into this deep down mountain, man, and to different caves, man, underground this yes, man. And I want to tell you the dinosaur are real, man. If you didn't know, man. Esau is not pulling something out of the heart, man. The dinosaur are real. That's why you can find the meaning of the dinosaur, man. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai hid this strange wild beast, man. People be like the Bible can't be true because there are dinosaurs. The Bible is true, man. You don't know the Bible, man. You don't know the Bible. That's why you are talking shit, man. This is Genesis 2, starting at verse 1. Thus the heaven and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. So one day is like into 1,000 years, man. So the creation took 7,000 years, man. So the Lord finished all the work, man. All the things he created in this earth and in the universe, man. All the stars you see, man. All the novas. And what Esau called the novas, man. And if you didn't know, we are in a Milky Way galaxy. And there are many galaxies, man. Billion of galaxies in this universe, man. You see, that is true, man. The universe is true, man. You see, the universe is true. This other camp don't believe in the universe, but the universe is true, man. And we go to other planet apart from this planet Earth, which are inhabitable. You see, you go to other planet apart from the planet Earth, which are inhabitable. You see, and you got many beasts, man. You got big reptilian and amphibia. The Lord calls them new created beasts. They are not new created beasts. The Lord finished all his creation in 7 days, which represents 7,000 years, man. All these so-called new created beasts, they are new to you. But these beasts are there, man. So these beasts have been there since creation. What the Lord did, he hid them from your presence, man. And when Esau came to power, man, the Lord put boundary onto the things which Esau, you see. Let's go and see. Let's go and see. Job 14, Verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bond that he cannot pass. So the bond in which Yahweh Hashem Yahushai set to Esau, it does not only end to his rulership, it includes the things in which Esau will discover while he is in rulership. You see, Esau have been trying to discover if there are inhabitable planet, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put a boundary to that, man. You think that it is a coincidence that Esau want to know about the universe, but he don't know anything, man. That's why he come with this pseudoscience and a fiction movie, man. You see, Esau know there is something out there, man, but he don't have the means to discover those things, man. That's why he put them in his science fiction movie and what we call mystical beast, man. Mystical beast, those beasts like Jurassic Park, Godzilla, the dinosaur, man. So the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put a boundary in which Esau cannot pass, both his science discovery and his rulership, man. Esau want to explore the universe. That's why he's creating what we call it SpaceX. This Elon Musk is creating this SpaceX, man. What you need to know is Esau want to be God, man. They want to be the Most High, and one of the ability of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he know everything about this universe. He know everything about this new created beast, because he created them and hid them from us. That's why Esau, you see, do a diligent search, man, because they want to master and explore the universe, man. So that's why you go to these researchers and science, they publish these science journals, man, and they got Nobel Prize for them, man. The elite of Esau, they have been using these smart peoples, man. They have been giving them money and Nobel Prizes to encourage them to do more diligent search, man. And when they discover something, the elite of Esau take it, man. They just give them Nobel Prizes and a good life, man. So these scientists, they really do this job for the elite of Esau, because the elite of Esau, they want to explore the universe, man. They want to be gods, man. You see, they want to rule the earth. And Esau was only given a certain portion to enjoy in his kingdom. That's why you see Esau is in Africa, into these national parks with animals, taking selfies, because they want to make, let me pull this, they want to make Isaiah, they want to make Isaiah 11 and 6 come to pass. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and the little child shall lead them, and the cow and the bear shall feed, the young one shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. See, and the suckling child shall prey on the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cocktail den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my whole mountain, for the earth shall be full of knowledge, and the Lord as the water covers the sea. So Esau want to make Isaiah 11 and 6 on down to come to pass. That's why you see Esau have a trend of making everything into a pet, man. He wants to make the lion into a pet. He wants to make the elephant into a pet. He wants to make the tiger into a pet. Why? Because they have that God complex in them. They have that God complex in them. That's why they go deep down to the ocean. Have you asked yourself, why do they go? What do they have to gain by them going deep down the sea? and being killed. Many of the Edomites over the years, they have been killed by them going deep down the sea, man, to do some research, man. But they still can't stop doing that. They are risking their life to explore the sea. They are risking their life to explore the mountain. That's why when Esau discovers a certain forest somewhere, he will try to go there even though he knows there is a strange beast there, man. Because they have that God complex. They want to rule the earth and explore the universe. That's why you got this scientist like what we call Albert Einstein. He tried to tap into the universe, man, but he failed miserable, and that led to him being put to death by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. If you didn't know, Albert Einstein was put to death by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I believe that through the Spirit, because he wanted to discover something called the theory of everything about the universe. He didn't know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put a boundary to Esau rulership, man, and to the things Esau will be able to possess in this kingdom. So back to the topic that Esau, he is making movie on this new created beast. This new created beast are real, man. The dinosaurs are real. And what else, man? That what do you call it? Godzilla is real. What else, man? What else? Dinosaur, Godzilla, and these sea monsters, man, and these monsters in the mountain, man. And Esau make movies about these horror movies about strange apparition, man. A monster in the closet, a Mothman, Bigfoot, what do you call this? Jeepers, Creepers. Those things are real, man. Those are called the new created beast. And according to Genesis 1, Genesis 2, starting at verse 1, that the Lord finished his creation within 7 days. He created everything, man. This which the Bible refers to as new created beast, it simply means that there are a portion of creation in which the Lord created and hid them from your presence, man. He hid them from your presence, but they have been here since creation, man. That's why you got this drawing in caves, man. People back then encountered this beast, man, and they draw them, man. That's why Esau go into these different caves, man, and he found the drawing of the dinosaur, man. Because back then in the ancient world, many people came into contact with this beast, and they draw them into these different caves, man. Like the Phoenician, man. I like going to the Phoenician because the Phoenician helped Esau to discover many things, and they draw them into these different caves, man. And the Phoenicians, they were seafarers, man. So they encountered many beasts. And back then, if you didn't know, it was dangerous to travel by using sea routes, man. Many people died. The sea have just come in these recent times, man. When Esau came to power, the sea became calmer than before, man. But back then, when people used to travel the sea, if you don't take the route in which people pass, you will be put to death by these sea monsters, man. So people who survived the attack, they went back home and draw those sea monsters in the cave, man. That's why Esau was able to come with the drawing of the dinosaur, man. Do you think Esau dreamed about those drawings, man? You see, Esau didn't dream about those drawings, and he saw those drawings by doing a diligent search, and he came into a conclusion: there are animals known as dinosaurs, man. There is a beast known as Leviathan. How do you think Esau was able to come with the Leviathan things, man? And it is perfect, man. And the brothers have been having dreams, seeing the same monster. How did Esau know, man? People have seen Leviathan in real life, man. These people who walk into the sea, man, and they draw Leviathan. That's why Esau was able to know, man. Amen. This universe is big, man. You got a new created beast, man. And as a matter of fact, if you didn't know, Esau have only explored the universe. He knows the universe by 40%, by 14%. 14%. There are 86% remaining of beasts and things Esau don't know, man. And when we come to power, we'll be given the authority to know all those things, man. So in the kingdom, we'll be busy. So let's go and pull the scriptures, man, about new created beasts. Wisdom Solomon 11 and verse 17. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bear and a fierce lion. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai separated these mystical beasts, or these fierce beasts, man, and he separated them. He put them away from peoples, man. Verse 18. O unknown wild beast, full of rage, new created, breathing out either fear, vapor, or fierce scent of scatter smoke, shooting horrible spark out of their eyes, man. Whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but the also the terrible sight utterly destroys them, man. You see? So let's continue. Yeah, and without this might they have fallen down with one blast, being persecuted with vengeance and scattered abroad through the breath of thy power. But thou hast ordered all things in measure and number and weight, for thou canst show thy great strength at all times when thou wilt, and who may withstand the power of thy arm, for the whole world before thee is as a little grain. Boom! What does this verse tell you? For the whole world before thee is as a little grain. For you flat earthers, man, this is a cut for you. So this is going to a universe, man. The universe is real, man. As a matter of fact, I will do another video about that. Yeah, as the drop of the morning dew that falls down upon the earth. But thou hast mercy upon all, for thou canst do all things, and winkest at the sin of men, because they should be amended. Man. So the Lord could have sent these wild beasts, these dinosaurs, these deep sea monsters, man, and all the creation he created to do his will, man. But the Lord is showing mercy, man. By the Lord putting this other nation into slavery, sending famine into them and destroying them with nuclear missiles. That is mercy, man. That is mercy. And the Lord could have sent 1 billion Leviathan, man, to utterly destroy this heathen, man. But the Lord had mercy on his creation, man. The Lord have mercy on Esau even more. People say that the Lord will not have mercy on Esau. But if you go deeper, the Lord is merciful to Esau, man. Esau is just here walking around. They are getting rich, killing Jake, man. And when the Lord come, he won't destroy all the Edomites. The other Edomites will remain, and they will live 1 more 1,000 years. If that's not mercy, then what is it? If you go deep, if you say you go deep, you go deep, or you meditate on the vengeance in which the Lord will put upon this Edomite, that is mercy, man. Amen. The vengeance in which the Lord will put to this Edomite, that is mercy, man. Making us, putting this Edomite to slavery and killing some of them, that is mercy, man. The Lord could have used these sea monsters and, and this new created business, strange apparition, to fuck Esau up, man. That is mess, man. The judgment the Lord is bringing upon the Edomite, that's mess, man. You see? Yeah? The Lord is merciful, man. The Lord is merciful, man. Even the Lord putting the nation of Israel through slavery, man, and we went through lynching and whatever, man, and alligator babies being put to death left and right. That is mess, man. The Lord could have wiped the nation of Israel in the snap of the finger and raised up another nation. The Lord is merciful, man. The Lord is making this Moabite, this weakling, the Moabite to reign of us, man. That's mercy, man. If the Lord could have left us here to see who will rule another, man, the Negro could have ruled everybody, man. And we could have put this Moabite to death. This Moabite, they claim they know Kung Fu, but they don't know shit, man. Peoples like Mike Tyson could put 20 Moabite to death, man, in a span of few seconds, man. You see, the Lord is merciful, man. The Lord is making this Arab to reign over us, man, but the Arab are the weakest people on the planet, yes, man. So the Lord is merciful, man. He hid these strange animals, man, somewhere in the deep, somewhere in the mountain, in the valleys, man, out of the sight of men, man. And he haven't called them out, man, because the Lord is merciful. This world is scarred, man. This world in which the Lord see as a grain, a little grain of the balance, man. This world just a little grain on the sight of the Lord. You see, that how magnificent our power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. As a matter of fact, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, loving peoples like King David and the nation of Israel, man, you can't ask anything more from that, man. That is enough. This great power, having mercy on you, you still exist up until now. That's a powerful thing, man. You got homosexuals running rampant here there in America, man, and the Lord is long suffering. The Lord could have sent even a bird, a poisonous bird. That bird could have picked on your skin and you rot, man. But the Lord is merciful, man. Or the Lord could have sent acidic rain on America, man, and everybody could, everybody of individual who live in America could have disintegrated, man. The Lord could kill all the Americans with acid rain if he wanted, but the Lord is merciful. You see? Let me see. There was one verse here, if I could find one verse here. One brother sent me that verse. If I could find a brother from England. Let's go and see. Ecclesiastes 39:28. There are beast spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore stroke. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death, all of these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and the scorpion, serpent, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Man. So the Lord haven't called all of these animals because the Lord is merciful, man. So my point is this mystical beast you see on these different movies Esau is making, those beasts are real, man. And my Wi-Fi has weak signal. Let me try to connect. Let me try to connect from the phone. So let's go and see some Esau calls them alien of the deep sea. These are not alien, these are new created beasts. And I told you they are not new, but that's what the Bible calls them. These beasts have been created since the beginning, since Genesis.
You know, you have to be trained and conditioned to go into space. You have to be trained and conditioned to go into the deep jungles. You have to be trained and conditioned to explore the mountains and to explore the oceans. There are things lurking in the depths of our waters that you only see in science fiction movies. Now, a story came out not too long ago for anyone that wanted to listen. A group of Russian scientists drilled into the ice of Antarctica. And as they drilled deeper, they noticed that the ice they were drilling through was changing. It was different. They concluded that there must be a body of liquid water underneath the ice. And after some debate, they decided to go forward with the dig, only to find that their speculations were true. They found a lake, a very large, warm lake, Lake Vostok. Now, it wasn't enough to just pull up samples from this lake. No, they wanted to send down divers. So they constructed a one-man elevator and lowered a team of scientists, one at a time, into the watery deep. Now, it was formally stated that the divers did not find much of anything down there until one of the scientists came forward and made his claims that they did indeed find something. And that something cost the lives of at least two of his colleagues. Organism 46B. A very unique, very aggressive, very large, and very intelligent 14-armed cephalopod, or octopus. It was said that Putin covered this up to weaponize the venom of the creature, a venom that could cause paralysis at a considerable distance. The whistleblower went on to say how this thing could take on a humanoid shape to mimic a diver, and that it was able to rip one of his team members into pieces. Now, the reason I bring this up is because isn't it interesting that they keep trying to push this idea of these animals being some type of alien monster? They just released the movie Life, a film about a space octopus.
You see, Esau is the devil, man. He's telling this alien, reptilian, he using the dinosaur to prove the Bible is wrong, but The dinosaurs are in the Bible, man. They are not mentioned in dinosaurs, but they are called new created beasts. And I told you, they are not new. Somebody can come with an argument and say that the dinosaurs have been here. What are you talking about them being new? That's why I went to Genesis 2 to show you all the creation were done in 7 days, man. And I went to the wisdom of Solomon to see this new created beast, and King Solomon went into the breakdown that this new created beasts, they are really not new, but they are hidden. They were hidden since creation, man. So that the Lord can put a boundary between normal human being and this beast, man. And this beast were created with special purpose, man, for vengeance. They kill people in the seas, man. And the Leviathan will finally come out in this last day, man. People will drop dead by seeing Leviathan, man. You see?
Just look at them.
So these mystical beasts or this sci-fi movie are real, man. But Esau, being the devil, he's pushing the vibrations that they are not real, so that he can come against the Bible, man. So he is using the creation to come against the Bible.
Movie Monsters or War of the Worlds. Are they trying to tell us something? Or are they just using these animals because they look creepy with their multiple arms and bulbous alien-like heads? You know, it is amazing that we are still learning about octopuses and other cephalopods. Yet at the same time, we have taken it upon ourselves to have these things as pets and eat them. Science doesn't know everything about these animals, yet people are eating them. After witnessing people do this, why would any alien in their right mind make themselves known to us?
This is how vile the Moabite are. They eat everything, man. Everything they find in the sea, they just eat it, man.
At an alien gray and think, you know what? That little guy looks tasty. People would. They're crazy. Go look in the aisles of your local supermarket. People will eat anything. And they certainly would have no problem serving up some fried ET fingers for lunch. All jokes aside, I'm going to show you some things you may not have been aware of, as I point your attention to the watery deep, to take a closer look at these deep-sea aliens. Cephalopods.
This you call this? See, these are dinosaurs, man. See,
fall into the category of mollusks. They are the largest and the most intelligent. According to our fossil records, they are the oldest life forms on the planet, going back relatively 500 million years. Now,
Esau calls this a Paleozoic era.
Many of the fossils found that are dated to be this old are of nautiloids and ammonoids. These fossils come in
But we know all of this information is wrong. Esau is a devil, man. There are no such a thing as they exist in billion years. No.
sizes. The largest nautiloid fossil measures about 8 feet as the largest.
And Esau give this all of this time span so that they can fit in his revolution theory. That's the only reason, man. Because Esau don't know shit about this new created beast. That's why he is resorting to pseudoscience, man. As I told you earlier, if Esau don't have information about something, he just add his pseudoscience, his false science. to finish his claim.
Humanoid fossil measures 8 feet 6 inches in diameter. This is just to give you an idea of the potential of these creatures. During that time, we are talking about thousands of different species of cephalopods. Today, it's closer to 800, which consist of mainly squids, octopuses, nautilus, cuttlefish, and ammonoids. Now, the octopus is quite special, for many reasons. First, they are the most intelligent of all invertebrates. They can learn through observation, possessing the problem-solving skills of a 5-year-old child. They can use tools. They have a great memory and can even express the lasting resentment towards an individual as they display different individual personalities.
You see,
There are about
he is explaining this different. There are different. Only we are talking here of only octopus. Only what? Octopus. There are abundant different species, not animal, different species of octopus. As the octopus, they are like human. If you encounter them in the sea, they will have a beef. If they have a beef with you, if you come another time, the octopus can harm you. They have a memory of a 5-year-old kid, man. This is how strange and powerful Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is. Man. So here we are talking only of octopus. You see, the species in which we know, Esau know. How about the species in which Esau haven't discovered yet? I am posing that question to you, man. Amen. It is a beautiful thing to meditate on how powerful Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not your homeboy. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not your uncle, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not your grandma. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not your mom. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is not your father, although he bestowed us a son and father relationship out of his love, man. But that's not your will. You see, that's why he rejected Esau. He can do whatever he wants. And Esau is just a small thing in the eye of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, let alone this, yes.
300 known species of octopus, and they are all venomous.
300 known
These poisons are found.
Species, a group of different animals. So there are some different animal species. There are different species of octopus. And in one species, you have million, hundred, whatever of octopus.
In the hard beak of the octopus. However, it is the blue ring octopus's venom that is deadly to humans. They are born orphaned.
I told you Esau have the so-called God complexion in him. He thinks that he is God. He can explore this different animal and make a pet on them. Esau, if he was capable, he could have made Leviathan into a pet, man. Let's go. Let's go. As a matter of fact, let's go and read about that, man. Let's go and read about that. See? Let's go and read about Leviathan, man. Job 41, starting at verse 1. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with a hook, or his tongue with a cord, which thou lettest down? Canst thou put a hook into his nose, or bore his jaws through with a hole? Will he make many supplications to thee? Will he speak soft word unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Will thou take him for a servant forever? So in really, Job 41, he was going to the behavior of Esau, making everything to a pet, man, because he wanted to be the most high, man. And to prove my point, let me bring this. Let me. let me make my point that Job 41 was a rebuke to Esau, but the Lord was talking with Job, man. Job 41:34. He beholds all high things. He is a king over all the children of pride. Who are the children of pride, man? Esau, man. So the Lord was trying to tell you something, man. There are some being here on the planet Earth in which Esau can't make a pet out of them. For example, the Lord gave a simple example about LEVIATHAN, but there are many strange and terrifying beasts here on earth in which Esau can't tap into them. He can't make them into a pet because of his pride and his God complexion. So the Lord is telling Esau through his creation that you are not shit. Do you get my point now?
And so they grow up learning everything on their own or by mimicking other octopuses. They have 3 hearts and 9 brains, and they can frequently edit their own genes.
That is a terrible and a strange thing, man. He said 86 heart, man. And the heart, they can edit their genes, man. So the Lord can edit your gene. He can do anything. In which Esau say, you can't change your gene. You can't change. Esau is a devil, man.
Giving them the ability to adapt to their environment very quickly. They can also, of course, change their body's texture, shape, color, structure of these animals. And get 25 genes particularly associated with the sucker's skin and brain. Its nervous system is also complex, as the majority of neurons are found in the nerve cords of its arms. This allows the octopus to lose an arm, and the arm will still try and catch food while it's no longer attached to the octopus. They can also shed an arm if it is somehow trapped or caught by a larger predator. There are a few things I find particularly interesting about these creatures. 1, they have copper-based blue blood. 2, they spit out melanin, which makes up the ink of the octopus and other cephalopods. And 3, there are species that can surface and crawl on land. Now, these animals do not get all the lead-206 that exists today. It was only 245,000 years ago when that lead was once uranium-234. From that point, going back in time, just one day, you have uranium-238, which at that point in time has been around for billions of years. Now, if you look at the fossil record, you can see that prehistoric giant animals existed right around the time uranium-238 was still abundant. If you have a high oxygen, high carbon due to volcanoes, highly radioactive environment, what do you think it would do to animals that have a higher resistance to radiation, such as certain bugs and insects, reptiles, and cephalopods? Now look at where we are today, with Fukushima and the increase in volcanism. There has already been claims of mutations and mass die-offs of marine life. And it's not just Fukushima and volcanoes, folks. If we
do you see that giant octopus, man?
Keep going in the direction we are going, I would not be surprised if we start seeing the very things that we put up on the big screen. Oh, we have some exciting times ahead of us, and I truly hope that a hypothesis such as this is nothing more than that.
Amen.
But even if the real sea monsters do not surface, it seems that NASA has plans to make that happen anyway. Can anyone tell me why NASA needs to explore the oceans of Europa using a robotic squid? I can't make this stuff up, folks. They actually want to build a soft robotic rover that resembles a squid with tentacles. We truly are living in some sci-fi action thriller, folks. Is this real? Whatever your thoughts are about this, I can assure you There are scarier monsters than those that come from outer space or the sea. And those are the monsters that run our streets, destroy our environment, and share in the governing of humanity.
So there are coming a point in which Yahweh Hashem Yashar, he shows the whole world his creation, man. This sea monster will be coming out of nowhere, man. Yeah. There's those people who Edomite who walk around naked in the beaches, man. One day they will land naked. One day they will land naked, man. You see, that's how terrible our Lord is, man. And this last day we begin to see how terrible and terrible and terrible he is, man. So all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, our powerful Lord, man. It's the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, man. A Negro, man. The Lord which have a Negro mindset, man. And he is about to make his grand entrance, man. First of all, he will send what you call, man, we call them slangs, man. In the military, if you want to scout an enemy territory, you send what we call slangs, man. Amen. And the slangs are these UFOs, man. And the second entrance will be this new created beast, man, making a great entrance, man. After that, his son will come, man, with fire and brimstone, man, to render his compass in fury, man, and his reign will be many. That's why I like the I like how the Lord get down, man. And anyway, we are living in a movie, man, in a theater, man. I tell these people here, as a Hamite, that as a Lord, I sometimes tell them the Lord have a Negro like mindset, man. And you brothers know how the Negro get down, man. If we have something, if I have a Mercedes Benz, man, amen, I like everybody to see my Mercedes Benz, man. And this is about to happen, man. The Lord have power, and over the years, if not 100,000 of years, people have forgotten that there is a demon like power which governs this planet, yes, man. And the Lord is about to show them what power he is holding, man. He is about to rise and shake the earth, man, to its foundation, so that all those sea monsters can come out, man. All that sea, the monsters which live in the mountain can come out, man. Terrible to look upon, man. The Lord is a Negro, man. Deny it or accept it. That's what it is, man. Like yesterday, I was in the highway in Bali, people was looking at me like crazy, and I was telling them, we don't care if you accept the prophecy or not, man. We are pushing forward, and they will get your judgment in due time, man. So we don't care if you agree with what we teach or you are not. You are just a small, you are just like one sand of the vast sea, man. And the Lord can snap your ass right there and quick, man. So with this, I say shalom until next time. I hope you brothers were edified, man. On to the next.